My friends, buongiorno. Two beautiful sequences, one from the Zone of Interest and one from Dune 2. What could they ever have in common? Well, very little, except for a masterful use of monochrome infrared. It's great to see how you can use similar techniques to tell such different stories. This sequence in Zone of Interest, where a girl hides apples for the prisoners at a concentration camp in the middle of the night. The director didn't want to show the horror of the Nazi machine with that dark, ominous atmosphere we've seen in so many movies. It's a very realistic portrayal, and no filming lights, and no significant color grading makes the period we think so far removed feel so disturbingly close to us. But this sequence is in the middle of the night. I mean, how do you shoot it without lights? And this is where infrared comes in. They used an infrared camera provided by the Polish military, which records temperature instead of light. But why did they really use this technique here? Because it perfectly fits the film's aesthetic. That's why. In the film, the darkness of the world we see by day is portrayed as full of light and color, while this sequence had to be the exact visual opposite, almost a negative. You know why? It's because in the darkness of the infrared imaging, we finally see the only glimmer of hope, the only gesture of kindness in the entire film. The girl literally shines like pure energy. Now, Dune, similar technique, still monochrome infrared, but here the reason couldn't be more different. We are on Gidi Prime, the Harkonnen planet. Here the sun is like no others. Instead of revealing colors, it kills them, and the world as seen in daylight becomes a harsh black and white reality. Now imagine for a moment having been born in a place like that. Seeing such an environment every day, how would that influence your psychology, your view of the world? And that's exactly what the director wants you to do by using infrared, is showing you reality as seen from the unique point of view of a civilization from another planet. This is such a central idea in the book, that the culture and characteristics of a civilization are influenced by the type of world it inhabits. Monochrome infrared. Similar approach to very different problems. And I love when you take the same technique and you make it yours, creating something unique. You know, if you're a storyteller, a creative or a designer, remember, a technique is just a technique. It's the vision of the person behind it that makes all the difference. Ciao!